I'm so excited to be expanding the PowerBrush collection, introducing the brand new launch, which I'm so excited for because each brush is dual-ended, so you can do so much with it. So I want to do a full face of makeup using each and every one of these brushes so you can see why I love it and how to use it. So let's get into it. I'm going to start with my base and conceal brush. This is probably one of my favorites because I feel like I'm going to use it every single day. So essentially, this is a kabuki brush on one end, and this end is the smallest kabuki brush that you can use for concealing. When I used to work at a counter, a lot of people were so confused about what each brush was for, and I never blamed them because they were all numbered. A lot of brushes are numbered and a lot of people don't understand what it's for. So I wanted to make sure that our brush names were very clear and you weren't confused as to what it was for. So each end of the brush will tell you exactly what to use it for. Next, I'm going to blend out my concealer, and I'm using the conceal side of the same brush. And I love that this side is dense, but still so blendable. So as you can see, it's small enough where you can go into little corners, and then it's also dense enough where you can really blend, and it gives you that perfect buffed out blended look. Next, I'm using the base side of the brush and I'm applying my blush. I just kind of do little strokes like this until it's nice and blended. Switching to my bronzer, I just want to carve out the cheekbones a little bit, so I'm just applying that right after my blush so that it looks a little bit more natural, but it still gives me that chiseled, sort of carved out look. So I'm also going to apply Dune on my forehead just to give it a nice sun-kissed look. And flipping it to the conceal side, I'm just going to carve out and contour my nose. If you can only pick up one brush, I would say make it be this one because as you can see, it's so multitasking. You can literally use this on your eyes, your base. It's just such a versatile brush. This one's definitely my favorite. Moving on to the eye brushes, I'm using the blend side of this brush and I'm just gonna apply this just on my larger pores. But as you can see, it kind of just mattifies the larger pores and it just makes such a difference if you have textured skin. Personally, I love using a smaller brush to pinpoint powder just because I don't like my entire face to feel matte. With the apply side, I'm just gonna apply a little bit of shadow all over my eyelids, and I'm gonna flip it to the blend side and blend it in place so that there are no harsh edges. I love a nice blended wash of color on my eyes, so I feel like this really helps with that. Next, I'm going to use the smudge and define brush. This is another great one. I'm going to start with the define side and I'm just going to create a thin line. And then if you want to create a wing, you just use the tip and kind of drag it upwards, and it just gives you this defined but diffused line. And then I can flip it to the smudge side, blend this in so that it looks nice and natural. I especially love this brush for the bottom lash line. I'm using the defined side to just really get the product in, and then I'm gonna flip it to the smudge and with a clean side, just really blend and buff that in. Lastly, line and define brush, and this is great for your eyes as well as your brows. This side is like the smallest angled brush, and this is so nice to just really define anything, whether it's a cat eye, your brows, carving out the brows. And then this side it just says line, which basically means you can line anything really. You can carve out your lip, you can cut the liner, use this for your brows. This is another great one. It is so small and tapered. You can just really drag it like that. Easiest cat eye. So that is it for this makeup look. I hope you enjoyed it and I hope you guys are excited about the brushes. If you have any questions at all, leave it down in the comments section and I will be sure to answer them. Thank you again so much for watching, your support, and I'm so excited for you to try it.